Friends, some people are ready to invest everything to get you into Forex trading. And some are warning you that, no brother, Forex trading is not the right thing. So what is legal in Forex trading and what is illegal? How do you do what is legal? What are the benefits of doing Forex trading, where to trade so that you don't face problems, and how to avoid what is illegal? Basically, we will discuss everything related to Forex trading in this video today. At the end of this video, I will also tell you an alternative to Forex trading that is better than this. So if you want all the practical information related to Forex trading in just one video, make sure to watch this video carefully. Also, don't forget to like the video and leave a nice comment. So let's start with the very basics of Forex trading and understand how this Forex term was formed.
So, see, the word Forex is made up of two words.
The first word is for, and the second is X, where for means foreign and X means exchange. So foreign exchange is what we call Forex in short. And when we trade in foreign exchange, it is called Forex trading. Let's understand this with a very simple example. Suppose you have 85,000 rupees and you want to go to America with it. Now, Indian rupees don't work in America. There the US dollar is used, and currently the price of $1 is 85 rupees. So you give 85,000 rupees and you get 1,000 US dollars. You spend a month traveling in America, you don't have much expense there, and when you return, you still have $1,000. And when you return, at that time, the price of the dollar
it increases to 86 rupees.
So now what will you get? You will get 86,000 rupees for the $1,000 you gave. While you had given 85,000, you received 86,000, meaning you gained a profit of 1,000 rupees without doing anything. The reason behind this was that the price of the dollar increased. If the price of the dollar had decreased, you could have incurred a loss. Basically, in this case, we benefited from the fluctuation between the dollar and Indian rupees. Now, in the example I gave you, you went to America, but this Forex trading can also be done from home on your mobile phone. And there you can trade in dollars and Indian rupees to earn a profit. From this example, you might have understood a few things. As we move forward, everything will become clear to you. So let's move ahead and understand what the benefits are if you do Forex trading from your mobile phone. And back to So the first advantage is that there is a lot of liquidity in Forex trading. Trillions of dollars are traded in Forex worldwide in a single day. Not only traders, but also large institutions and sometimes even big countries buy and sell currencies to make a profit or for their needs. The second advantage of Forex trading is that it is globally available. If you are working in the Indian stock market, you can only do it while being in India. But Forex trading can be done from any corner of the world. The third biggest advantage that attracts people to Forex trading is that you can get up to 50 times leverage in Forex trading. For those who don't know what leverage is, let me tell you that here you can take a very large trade with a small amount of money. That means if you invest 10,000 rupees and you are getting up to 50 times leverage, so with this 10,000 rupees, you can take a trade up to 5 lakh rupees. If you make even a small profit on that 5 lakh, it will be a significant profit on your 10,000 capital. Because of which people come into Forex trading. And besides this, another reason is that Forex trading operates 24/5, meaning it runs 24 hours and all 5 days. So, if you want to trade at night, you can still do Forex trading, which is the main reason why new traders want to enter Forex trading. So now you understand the benefits of Forex trading. Now let's also understand some basic concepts related to Forex trading, without which entering Forex trading could be detrimental to your well-being. The first concept you need to know is currency pairs. Here we have written base currency and quote currency, but the main concept is currency pairs. Look, if you want to trade in Forex, you cannot buy and sell Indian rupees for Indian rupees here. You cannot buy and sell US dollars for US dollars. There would be no benefit in that, right? The benefit will be when you work with currency pairs. So whenever you do Forex trading, it is done in currency pairs. You can trade in USD and INR. You can trade in US Euro, you can trade in Euro USD. That means now, it is clear to you that if you want to do Forex trading, you will have to trade in currency pairs. And here, in these currency pairs, the first currency is written.
That means if I wrote US dollar INR, This means that now when the price has come below this level, it means the trend has changed. So now if the price goes a little above the 50% level, we can take a short position there. This was a bullish FVG, but it broke and came down. So now if the price comes near this level again, we can short there. Because the trend has changed, and we can say that the trend retested it here, and after that the chances of the price falling. So here you saw that our trend was broken and then the price went back near our 50% level. You can see a wick here. So what could you have done? You could have taken your short position here. Your stop loss would be a little above this level, and for the target you can see the recent low here. You could have set a target up to that point, meaning you could have easily achieved the target up to there. If you use inverse FVG, it must be clear to you now what bullish FVG is, what bearish FVG is, how to use them, and how to use inverse FVG. You are substituting ki kon make intati. But now there are some exceptions in this as well. So let's take a look at those examples. In the first example, I will show you a valid fair value gap. Look here, you can see that a fair value gap has formed. The price came back to this level and then increased. So up to here, this fair value gap is a valid fair value gap. But if it ever happens that, let's say, a bearish fair value gap is formed here, the price comes back to this level. The price came. After that, the price went down a little. So up to this point, this fair value gap was a valid fair value gap. But when the price goes near this level again, this fair value gap will no longer hold any significance because the price has already touched it here. This means that this fair value gap is now mitigated. The reason behind this is, as I have told you, when a fair value gap is formed, there are many pending orders there. So if the price has come near this level again, those pending orders have been executed. So now, if the price goes near that level again, the chances of a significant difference are low. Therefore, once the price reaches the fair value gap, it is valid up to that point. If it goes again beyond that, it will be invalid here. Thirdly, I have already told you that fair value gaps can also be broken. Here, you could see a fair value gap, but the price went above its level. So this fair value gap has been broken. Now you cannot consider it a fair value gap. It could be an inverse fair value gap, which we have already seen as an example, but here you will not consider it a bearish fair value gap. The next thing you need to know is that you can often see fair value gaps in a chart. So as you can see here, once a fair value gap is formed, again, there was a big movement in the price, a momentum candle formed. You got to see another fair value gap. So when you see many fair value gaps, the one that is larger in size, like if you compare both, this fair value gap is larger. So the larger fair value gap is given more importance. The smaller one will not be given as much importance. So if you have to plan a trade after this, do it according to the larger fair value gap. Finally, the last thing you need to know. Now look, I have already told you this. Whenever a fair value gap forms in the price, you need to look at its 50% zone. So if the price comes down from there, then this zone will be better for taking a trade. You can take it above as well, but your stop loss will be quite large there. Yes, that's why we consider the 50% zone, which is our midpoint. But besides this, one more important thing that many people don't mention is that if, let's say, a new trend has just started and you see a fair value gap there. So, because the trend has just started, we call this fair value gap a discount fair value gap, and after this fair value gap, there are higher chances of the price increasing. Whereas if, let's say, more than half of the trend has already formed, and after that you see the fair value gap, so from here the chances of the price increasing are not as high. It might work or it might not. So when you're trading based on the fair value gap, you should definitely consider the trend as well. If you keep all these things in mind and use the fair value gap, it can be very helpful in your trading. But you can also use the fair value gap alone if you wish. But if you combine it with support and resistance with any of your EMA strategies, with MACD or with Fibonacci retracement, then it will become very powerful. So you can use it with them too. Or
你的声音小，不喊的儿子，个个高兴。 Det där på det skäck med svähnes det far mig mest det för modern är shapey just no big rumps and they lost off med sin fadder. Let's gonna baby no more you det där men we just come open remember. Wait if the picture in the kneel the now that I now mycket. Det far mig nails precis but you being there share. He doing being there nice shots and it's just nick first ropes and nice shots and all the stops in the faucet. It's got that who now kind of as long as you're Scott's that her book I remember. So no matter no who's that right by law. I got self sure for the nickel man it was the fifth no well about the opposite but the giller nickel small sus. I belong it's got hanging off no sides. So gets healer air when the one you still on one or not ring a person it's the healer air got said in your most. No sir, if you know routes is not surf nickel man it costs in the show bear most. I say vips as well. We still no matter no who's that right by law. I got self with my hand at the giller nickels it no sus. This nestor skis no booster but man we went. Yeah, my valve at Bob McCabe is all finished. I see our show biller must also wear this. For fast night near us, instead of over the open snarl sheriff, a little stint. Over my good that caught sauce having a big man. Eh, what he set on my circus. They're broken it, no, stint it, cause now in there, visit another fast sauce and rock. Sir Lord, off the ferry bullets, sit yourself, run it, cause the hell it's sitting it casuals. Ja, this guy's here for stop doing this. Nicky Kells in there, did the sun last just in there show, being our chair, bullets, says revanging him with the law, and it may vow for the wood, and this guy's here for but it's you. Sir Lord, off the ferry bullets, sitting it casual, none of us here, run it. All of us, this is the rush to run off, said that I could business or able to find a case, you went causing it casual, zip, but already this Nick and a stick else, and it costs our show here, visit away those. May vow faster open it, you're the that since your savior brought away those knots of other office of the it's kind of out, but either rating it, and the shiz if you mesh gross at a gay boy, when it got self with the Spanish go bash run, you must away those skills. Everything best here, 35 laws, you're the third and a court, be well, I know those not, I got self boy with the heads and scissors, must not, few calcos lost in it, vow feet with your 30, but they got self, mama must hear near out city. As the profuse no boost, bang over go, DC wear this net, the fire, never seen this nick such in it, caught and the show bear, I remember net, caught so I love sit, but I get a cast the high even a stick on liquid sin it the giller nickels aid of nose. Sir Lord, you know, snitter no scattery by a wood, sit yourself, bro. In the best valve of a Michael Miffit. I'll find in the best valve of type near a hill gallery. In the best zero valve net valve, you valve of so here, Michael no. Zero valve, see this buck hype, suck up in their show, but in such human the giller, resist when this guy's half show, must rush in your show. Rush delay those type no goes. We have been in a snipe, take us go line, over 0% out my bear, my stinging out faded, near feet gets so ad. Rush you went off, they're banging him, but the scene of the not 0% knife, you best good. One nation in the half, bro, and I scare soft, fizz away out with this, did a hearing I love 0% of that, and I scare builders must never so we got with this. They're banging him, but the scene of the above half, and his old answer from us, you know, boost, but no, it was the roof, it's fun, just. Scott's not right here and all up and the first the roof, but I'd have nerfing it was out of Scott's not a bite of nigger when you exciting to be alone and it costs 8 of Nizit, but scan. We're gonna extend the skirt so we sound here one on we were firm, get Burfy down at exit house, there's no I was. Theater with me the Harrison, your theater with their book, you went. Sir Lord, your theater with the cab, need a hill gallery. Now, you know, Buzz is walking this gear pivot. Sir Lord, no, we know, the nice guy, Bill Law, I'm not gonna be them, wrote an egg at a Sir Lord, you know, this the cube down night to the scare before. Yeah, sir, the is scared because of keep show, be together, sure, I be in the shade, us next it. Air minutes in the skirt, so we stay with the new man. Get us in the coats, and it found a look, there is no life now. Sir Lord, you know, still well, over Savior's brother, you're hanging him, but you know, the nice guy, Bill Law, he will himself, Bill Foots. Sir Lord, now you know, but yourself, Bob is all connect, here, basically, now, there is no life, not so bigger on it. That's night of the road, that's by the scare. We stayed there and extend it, found a look, what's in the sky, there is no life, so it's 10, cause there's no life, but 10. Hello, Bert, we're gonna read the station, and it found a look in the wing of it, dress cards, no element in it, and else was said deep. See, fifth in the snow, and the station without mud. See, earth, the honor zero full on the way now, but there is first. The station now was be up. Yeah, roll out with those, and a green in there, we should win a great girl, Bert, no express the snow, Scott, stars, other of the way, and just. All element goes near Smith and it way and drifts near the element dams it at no we off my radar over the net so like either news to be made fifth and I remember saying there was and this is the small element gonna hang out man I look for my up in the mast over there who's on those so like it's a sniper was it way not I got self from it and this is the small element girl city from all of this fun so get it go look for my up in the mast this just net who's on it get net be able to throw I has it way not rushed it then it my It's not bro, see, gather with my dog, but that's the world. Sir, like, either it's not really a ram, eat fifth of the door, almost go with the head in this sneaky snowy rotten, it's necessary, even though it's like, no, we don't sit in the shelf with us. But the officer, the nizzo, sir, like, no, we don't my room myself, give me add to the free assault case, this you. Sir, like, now, neither than I read out over the officer, since there's not a bit frozen, night, this you went in an office and like that, yes, this you can't say no. That's not as a safe go break, bring your feet fifths, get shown it, never see the valve showers, never see the valve full of the neck, here, basically, in the whip, share, but get a sister for on it. It's a sister of us there, must get a look, and there's none of us, but he now gets nine in the huggle. He now gets that air of self roast near the hill gallery and the shaking in the neighbor, and eat fifths gets slow, but so here, but still the sister, larger none of us, sister on it, remembers. Fifth of the night, this year, wolf, but larger none of us, not almost, I shouldn't if I had a look, you went fair fifths in the Elsas Bahotsos. Elsas not an actual, not sure if an Bahot's you went, and maybe Alpha Bubba Hype, old to the sky, as certain out the improv, I was get it, chill, Peter, when I Elsas lost you, Elsas even though exit and the got started for the It's not even though it's a war, game will be soft, because there's seven of them. There's New Zealand that there's doing it much under weather. Mass there with the stairs, yeah, run out for no women. Girl was the Mickey was shy, must find out women. He does the off others, and I will guess this twice around the shits, if no such you can less must you, he does the off must see you, must in the age direction on singing less than other members. See, our bro, like her was the Mickey was now last in the shy, fast you all. Was never like a signal, I see them a second. He does shy, must find us the far must guess, did remembers you on it. I first they up sit down and shape beavers. So knitting in the sky with the line Scott sketch to this nick hype, no again on Madam a soup no going chase the available at least look you. Guy available label with a English tech rosters catch the ladies look you. Her out mouth doing this dick me cast first. Would the look cast of Michael Lewin, say march and the color off out the earth cast it. Sir Casser they the must net sink you was in straw in it. He does the off net up seeing a seal fast group. There's no valve feet say this kind of modus. Rushed in the gates of observer, which in this guy see up as a little buckadini law. It was a keeping their stray, but server with so with their fair loose dance. The Ervoa must never monkey kicking in their stray, but a bullet ling is straw. He was last night to this revenge soft trust him a valve fat bit in their stray, boosting it a he book you went and using a server rebook get Ervoa. National over the front of the house, you went to the bang of him with us, the bubble, it's sitting this guy's up there flying on. So there's suddenly not an airstrip, Mercer, shiverable, losing it ahead near our sea book, show news here, if you server rebook, national gospel in it. Sure bang of him with us, the little boy, when he's looking at sky up, but the mouse are on the series, if he was suddenly not. Well, there has been this nicking sky up with fit news here, if you server rebook, national, sit up in our city, news is not bush name, face, so we was. National, if an ever house, see what so name, and not in the sky up, sure, listening to your, it was. Sure bang of him, but the love is all, finish sky up with the way chair, boss, you were castle's name, off and not. If there were a hagrum cost to the 70 guys, girls and a good girl, stick off, you know, snow bubbles is all scared, bull back first. Asking if it become is it all back. Sir, let's get either neither no hurry, but I got sharp scan roast, they just throw off, you know, snow bubbles all scared, but in the back was. Sir, Lord, off, you know, neither no hurry, bubble of us and scissors sit behind the girl, you will. The killer, Nicholas, and sky sharp, and you know, national was that was so back was. I mean, Easter at that rope was now finite, so you went here, this nester for 5 feet again. I know it will by all you went cause by zip but scan. Sir, larger no who's like no, you know, that bub is it goes up and number no guess is like these and bubs all can get you. Unless you know, you suit you fit no ever for open large shave look at us. No, sir, over miss and the fiber eat 15 over open side gospel in it. And there's like niche vessels a bit look no bobs hop zeros. You're not guessing like niche and that goes up with the hips and servet follow in the shade lost and give it on my snow gospel in it. Say I heard well near for calculates you. Wolf mean anything out blow, but I'll lay slow goes hurrying hide me off a little missing his so it's sure of high brazil, but gospel no get not. No, sir, bring it give you gospel. Sir, like off, you know, 30 bullets, say I got reverse turn it. Food, but soft miss and said the fat fang look the snake in the shade lost and the missy so it's your voice not. Either at least and this type that no go real gals it's gets sneaky above here when it's gets sneaky is it log of I had to go self surf for this. Ja, geld kan er of sniper and erop snap log is het kapsel where up nas sneaky is all zip it you will stop it. Besof mer dan neer for ja det hade det inte in besof besen med fangel sister way and ocening it a heap log gerva. Det nässer med väskes nog för igen nej nog follow good is nick log ni så you will blog not cheap the shell like you. Well, galler than near from I need a serial did go in it. It from cost not chis it like you will. Maybe after the looking so close, send the sky see up in there. Last night, the thing in their stall, says the bang boom, the will see here, if he's Nick to Nash Grave, Marsh here, if you know it's your large, the Rolf Milk Binan, but over Rolf was Savior, spread out Rolf was Satyrs, and I feel well was us, then it is never available to live at his new large, so you know. There's self reserve, hanging the Harrison, this Nix's big rum cots to the city color. Her oil and get us given the Edison scissor, stage, you fair voa. I get a common the eel stuff, make a finger cedar from the sea, so we ain't no profit of tubbing it here, brush you for skiven all of it, no profit of that shall was. So wasn't scissor well, but Sindish guy see up in it, and I show him in national wise, then oh, it's skiven. Hurry, I'm museum, we are her letting him roll for skiven, this is new. Skiven the caps, smash, shell us human. No, I smash, nibble of scissors. Hurry, before we'll get a hair stuck skiven, all of us, the scissor, red idea, rings all for wine arrow. A common thing unless home, I'll lay stuck, you will call it. No profit of tubbing is all connect, and the care, brush, skiven. No profit of that of us, and scissor around my rings all skiven, this you. Sure, but it's a hacker, but the name is a nether boa. No circus has grown me, so we were out as I'd skip with that. Steph Harker must get with seniors, the Papa all up because I did serious sign it, and if that busy what on the Edo is dog. It comes to the cabin, Maxedo is dog, and the look to gaps in your skip with the shoes, you went irritating, first to skip with it, but scan. Your awful wasn't scissor week, as it is a heap of a latch shall was. Half enough no bubbles all me care, make you fit, stick our self even no again more, as all of Sir Lord O'Feeder knitter no honey, Sir Lord ain't no knitter no hava, stick our self by who's ya. Sir Lord Valve no knitter no hava, button is all clean here, brush you fit. May Valve for the looking is all clean here, brush you fit, growing on last night, those nest of myself right there. Sir Lord needs to knitter no honor rat by gathering, I bet our position open down that stroke was the soil. Sir Lord needs to invest knitter no honor, well, I sit shall one on one agree, May Valve for look here, Miss Oil, you fin, May Valve for that or for the earth was saving exhaust. I look as in El Calzedos, Asher Boiler, Albert Boiler, a get girl is this you. I hope you didn't get girl at these sister Falfin of no reverse, all faces in you. Small lark, but I'll lay a girl begging you in this Nicholas is a real like Falfin of Nitter and Hussy, human face the air girl as it but can. Or almost a new set server with Gilkel and the added of soul, you give it a bullet, let us you. It also with the sky surfing, sir, it was. Added the froze of Chris, you wouldn't be in your own sit, but I can't nearly read that is you. No, sir, if I have me the Harris noise died, did the Michael sure rang even but you know the bubbles off, get the regular Nicholas in the sky surfing the natural, but if in a bit of house, he was, you know, the bullets sneezed earth and the knees earth that the one there's low, Sam Alpha, the wine arrow. I next doesn't share show we snits noise died at show when we went and she even on we was. Yeah, spy the scarecrow exit boom, but the girl sitting there chill with the. Last night the road last by this boom, there was not my lord, you're not here to send our ring it all, snicks as your so you're not here to tell by the rope beside all of those kids you. She rang even but you know, the past not I but air room it. Here this Nestor no skis, no friggin' nights off, you face the air, it's noise died enough. Figure self reserve here, now good in this Nick's that there's no kazan to the few so, San Nealer, rare nickel man at the regular Nichols, there's no kazan to this. I will not bed in the Albino. So you're better worth fucking me though, man, a good yet bed out, but shy, fast you walk, we bed, desert thing, I'm sitting there, it's you want to answer, but no which round, but I'll be off with my rat, oh, you. I wait, such Sharko software and a Sharko software, but I'm excited, you know, for everything at your fit. Oh, and it on your fit, a crumble, no, I'm off, we can get color on, where's the keep shy, answer, but no hung out, size, you serve it, oh, yeah. Shy must find it, obvious the fast the far must guess the their favorite vet, oh, those, the far me game, book, more, US in the snock, got their side. It's kind of out, but it's biggest shy, the having it, it's the far from I'm a getter, must name a girls, a little the gay boy, wadn't it, over that shower in this Nicholas. The neither of it, and even no, give gals, it's all about and didn't hear, but I go self promise. Much died in there, there's no foul fish missing no for why doing this, Nickers, gas, the Vicino, go with gals, it was. It crumbled scans in the air with the Illinois, give gals, there's no guy's hand to remember. National, nor Sheila, said the host, he went in the sky, see after the giller, must have to each, but there's no guy's hand in those. Oh, when I want to agree as well, but there's all do is you fit up. I see Sydney Peps get on most or well, that's why he needs to remember. So, said it's neither well as all you fit such so well, but smart sheriff must now for no give galler what file that's night must say this. Well, I don't know here within our room, must even exalt well others. You Tyler was now fit, you were rang even, but you know, to the sky bill, all my cosal, it's the you. There's no kazan in long as I seen it is there to you fit over, but San Dish and it was there's the fight at the Ninish nest, it's 9 hours. There's no friend in the Sharking is there seen how few more already like as well, he'll never in it. For here that ever self after but I mean, it's Nick looking that show with the Naast en I'm Roshina in his fight, so as with Fahi, where these nerds going through the national Mirva. Overlay me in East Earth with that air, reaping a good sausage. Rope the snaffy wolf, the boost, the air, the surf, but that's all, and I'd make look, gives you. Well, up and put that bike, and said, who's doing it? There's no fish missing the dirt, stomach, equals it, guys, and the and my vow for the working is all me, as Sir Fear from the West, no, bang is all, get this Kazan and on our show, Rome, snow, is this doing face, these week, fish, there's no Kazan, that's it, but scan. I see our fat shown, isn't the shake in this other showers. And you get with them on red, but at least it's got stuck you. Here, may in East Earth of the looking stark starts here, may vow and then, is your bang of him, but the looking is off, near here, brush who's you fit. All over the snickers, the Mr. Possesses, you and a groom version, and I guess then a group show. National see I never had seen much your bang of him, but that or able to let such girl, but how it see where I delayed the snow go. Oh, that's no masking more. Hurry out and get a hair so for bike if not like a show, biblical list as it was. The very white silent is only less that they rose them with the rush, or when I was the worst of self face sniffing it, unless that they did you. Head chill provided or assume it, but I did. This guy self lost you. You know, said there are two where we're wolf, but not high, bugging it, where I'm a sailor, server, everything else, said the fullest. He said, last night, if they are self as those, bang it out in this nickel color with. Sir Lord investing there now here, that's name, or face the Alps and all your self members. No, sir, if Buck I mean this nickel nash to the nickel man, it best mere scroll shits and all quotes, not face the Alps and all arrows. I did the lunch fixtures, did the London now, because the broke said in the ocean, this nickel away, me, a crumb said there's the Hirsch on what's your first broke said, lunch costs in the air, long as you read, a crumb said they vanded out, who thought. Now that's in the side fan of the wall, you went must never but if picking less at the snatch as the waters are keeping less for the observe with that in as you're no going on you. I did out with shy fun of a hand of the wall, you went girl with shy girl up with the Mr. Pond singing less seen it. I was gonna I don't want you went stick crumble if it did out, but no, we was a crumble bill it says if you be Mr. Pop it did out big get even shit. Sir Lord of feet consider no here the such this should have rang of him but was not that rope the surf south face the ups and those. Well, let that open now for the she went in the sky, surf and the buggy show, brush and exit your bang of him, but seen off the net. It pulls for the south, but try and may eat 5 is your bang of him, but seen off the national Bava, see, merch, small of net, may be Minerva. Was never bang getting in a chair, Mrs. Russell, we have made in East Earth, they're not sark, such definite. Here, may in East Earth is growth, well, seal with again, this near us, say, may vow fat that they seal fat, Nicky would. That's all with the cat, so it's your bang of him with the law, so keep national, but if and the house, so saw you. You're rang of him, but missing off the bills for the soft bit of a bullet, so here may vow for the East Earth of the look, shall up some and nickel lands it, and this guy's here, but not a good line. As your foul for film, fit again dead to the night, so he's kind of fight, got so, no, I shall fag away to the night up. All day long in a rest and agree with calculating in home sit, but I guess that you face the ups and on the sky's here for the arrow. Yeah, this become hot and I'm going to listen, rushed in the book, house. Face the ups, there's no foul fish, mistake the goal gets net hooks, no but sure. It's best to line open as the gram hot see later, you will go to best down the snare hooks him in up. Was gonna what you must the gram open with the dab your honest, I said in the hope.